Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more content like this. This video I'm going to talk about Shoto Todoroki and his family. I think his family is the most interesting one in the group. I really didn't like Endeavor at first. I don't think anyone did. And I'm not trying to say what Endeavor did was okay, because what he did was terrible. But also, Endeavor was super prideful, and he could never get what he wanted. He worked hard. He worked really hard. So he decided, to find somebody who would help get rid of that weakness that he has, which is body heats up and stuff. So he found a chick who could produce ice, and then he had a bunch of kids, and he deemed his first 3 children failures. Why did he deem them failures? Because they didn't have the ice power or the fire power. And his first kid was really leaps and bounds better than Endeavor was. I think it might be. Well, he was really, really good at using the fire power. His fire was stronger than Endeavor's. And, then there was the whole theory that Dobby was, the firstborn son. And it came true, obviously. And that was, I think that was really good placement, where he led everyone to believe something and it became true. I think it would have been more annoying if it was something else, because he seemed to he hated Endeavor. I don't know. And the Todorokis are just interesting in general, because the first, your son turns into that, and then Shoto is all I'm not going to use my fire power, I'm not going to use my fire power, for so long. And I don't know, I find Todoroki really funny, and I like his interactions with everybody, because he's so straightforward and stuff, and everyone will be yelling at him, and he's trying to, I don't know, it's just fun. Him and Bakugo work so well together. And I liked how he couldn't get along with that air guy, because the air dude was yo, your dad kind of sucks ass, and you suck ass, you remind me of him. And he's I'm not him, and they couldn't get along. But Endeavor's had probably the biggest character development in the entire series, for real. Now, I don't think people should forgive him, and I'm just kind of glad that the public knows what Endeavor did because of Dobby, and knows that Endeavor's a piece of shit. But I don't know, I feel he's the best written character in the show, and he's the most interesting, because he's now trying to do what's right. He's trying to get redemption for what he's done, and for people to finally forgive him, and for people to finally, accept him. And he doesn't want to, he got thrown in the position as number 1, because the guy he looked up to, the guy he wanted to beat in a fair, his own terms, without him, dying or anything. This guy retired, and it was over. It was over. Everything he's ever worked for, he's finally got, but this isn't the way he wanted to get it. This isn't the way he deserved to get it. So he gets mad, he destroys stuff, and then he's how do I become the symbol of peace? Everyone's making fun of me, blah, 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 blah. So he tries to atone for his sins, which will never be atoned for. Now, Shoto's life hasn't been easy. He's been forced to train. He's been forced to work. He's been forced to do all this stuff by his dad. But his dad, in his own weird, twisted logic, had the best interest at heart. He wanted his kid to be a top hero. He wanted his kid to surpass him. He wanted his kid to surpass All Might. Everybody's dream is to surpass All Might. He wants the best for his kids, even though he doesn't show it in the best light, to show it in the best way. And I bet you that broke Endeavor, that his firstborn son is Dobby. That probably broke him psychologically, mentally, all this stuff. And it probably fucked with Todoroki too. I'm the episode after. No, I'm the episode after that in the anime. But this is just, it makes their, story more interesting. It makes what's going on in their life, what how they're going to deal with this more interesting. Because the whole Todoroki family doesn't forgive Endeavor. No. I think the daughter does, and I don't think Shoto will ever fully forgive his dad. Even though he's getting along with him, he's using him to teach him. It's not because that his dad is the number 2 or number 1 hero. No. But Endeavor, he had to save everyone. He's been working with the Hawks. He's been trying everything he possibly can to work on his public image. But like, people like Endeavor for being a jackass, not for being a good guy. He isn't a hero who's gonna be smiling. He's the polar opposite of, All Might. He's a polar opposite of All Might. He's the Bakugo to his Zuko Midoriya. Like, he's not the nicest guy, and he'll never be the nicest guy. He'll be the loudest, he'll be the strongest, he'll be whatever. But he wasn't the strongest, because I don't think he was stronger than All Might. I don't think if they were to fight, he'd beat All Might. Now, Shoto's got a lot of potential. A lot of potential. I think he has some of the most potential in the entire class. Because his quirk is just ridiculous. Fire and ice. Bro, most people won't be able to deal with your fire. And then you throw ice on it, most people won't be able to deal with that either. And if he becomes adept at using both and can use both at the same time, it's over. His biggest weakness is himself. And when he overcomes that and overcomes the whole, Shoto thing, and the whole the family is just, it's also the family we've had the most, interactions with. And I really do feel bad for the mom. Like, she had a mental breakdown because her husband he abused her. There's no other way about it. And I find it fascinating. I don't know. I like that it's not the Zuko family we know the most about, because we still don't know who Deku's dad is. We still don't know that. We know the most about the top hero's family. We know the most about them. Do we know everything about them? No. Because there's 2 heroes, which is Endeavor and Shoto. And then you got 1 villain. The other 2, one's the oldest, the daughter is a kindergarten teacher, and I don't know what the other son does, who really doesn't like Endeavor. Which is fair. Endeavor shattered your family. He destroyed your perfect little family you had. All for a dream that he couldn't achieve. He tried his hardest to be number 1 hero on his own. He tried, but it didn't work in the way he wanted it to work. Life didn't go the way he wanted it to go. And that crushed this man. And that is what happened to him. And will they recover? Will they not recover? Who the fuck knows? But Endeavor will try his hardest to train Shoto and train the next generation of heroes to surpass him. I think he's finally realizing what he has to do. What he's meant to do is make everyone else better. And that's, he helped Bakugo and Izuku become better. So he has the potential, and he fought that Nomu. He's strong. He almost died fighting that Nomu, but he did fight that Nomu. And he's helping fight the League of Villains. He is ungodly strong. He just needs to get out of his own head. He's got to deal with the fact that his kid, which, I don't have kids, but I assume that you love your kids more than anything else. And seeing them in that state where they're villains, they're murdering people, and they're blaming you for it. They're saying this is all your fault. But do you really have to take this? That's one thing that One Piece talks about a lot, is does the father's sins go to the son? But does it go the other way? Is it really Endeavor's fault? Yes, and yes, Endeavor pushed him this way, but Endeavor also thought the kid was dead. Let's settle that right now. Endeavor thought that he was dead, and that is the truth. He honestly thought that his kid was dead. He thought he lost his kid. Did he get along well with his kid? I have no idea. Also, I really like Shoto's uniform. It's plain, it's simple, it's Shoto. And his arc with Deku was really interesting. How Deku, talked no jutsu to him, and he couldn't go full out. He couldn't still accept his quirk to fight Bakugo. Would he have won against Bakugo? I don't know. But he will never know. Anyways, that's going to do it for this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.